How's it going, mates? Subscribe, give us a like, and write your predictions for today's El Clasico in the comments below. While we proceed to begin, let's get the show on the pitch. Now you have a great Madrid in front of you with a great run of results and who play in their field. If there's a favorite, it's Madrid, Xavi said. Karim Benzema is going to miss El Clasico with a calf injury. Besides that, the striker is to miss the upcoming games of the national team of France. Milan forward Olivier Giroud replaced Benzema in the French national team. Somebody told me we could play 18 games or whatever. I have no idea where you want to fit them all in, Klopp revealed. Leo Messi will miss the main event of Liga 1 match week against Monaco due to flu. Juventus from Turin are eyeing 3 Chelsea players at once: Jorginho, Christian Pulisic, and Hakim Ziyech. Leeds leader Rafinha will be able to leave the team for £25 million in case the Peacocks are to get relegated from the Premier League. The player was previously targeted by Liverpool. Sergio Ramos is going to stay at PSG until his contract expires in 2023. He wants to live up to the expectations of the management and the fans. A source claims that Antonio Rudiger is close to joining Juventus in the summer as a free agent. Fabrizio Romano denied the hoax. Bayern are set to offer about 25 million euros for Ajax midfielder Ryan Gravenberch. I'm just focused on this season. All energy is being put in the current squad of Ajax. I don't think about next season. Ten Hag responded to a question about Manchester United's interest. Tottenham defender Sergio Reguilon can move to Barcelona, though Real Madrid have the right to buy out their pupil for 40 million euros. Robert Lewandowski, Mats Hummels, Lothar Matthäus, and other Bundesliga performers and legends came out in support of the Ukrainian people by recording a video message. The reason I feel so passionately about why the captaincy should be moved on to Ronaldo is because of what Harry Maguire is experiencing on a personal level, shared former Man City player Micah Richards. The Bundesliga tie between Bochum and Borussia Mönchengladbach was called off due to the fact that one of the spectators hit linesman Christian Gittelmann with a beer cup on the head from behind. I like to play against Real Madrid. The Clasico is the biggest match in the world because everyone talks about that game, Aubameyang stated on the eve of the clash. Bayern set the record for the most appearances in the Bundesliga by beating Werder Bremen. Now the Munich side has 1,935 matches in its account. Aaron Ramsdale is about to miss a few weeks of action with a muscle injury. The intention is to go to Bernabeu to win it and continue fighting the league, albeit on the eve of El Clasico. Despite being criticized recently, Romelu Lukaku scored the 12th goal for the Blues, becoming the club's best goal scorer in the current campaign. Roman Abramovich held talks with representatives of the Turkish Super League club Göztepe SK. It's not yet clear whether the businessman will be able to acquire it because of the sanctions imposed on him. 20-year-old Crystal Palace attacking midfielder Michel Olise has come under the radar of Manchester United. Paul Pogba, Edinson Cavani, Jesse Lingard, and Juan Mata are to quit Manchester United at the end of the season. Valencia left-back Jose Gaya is close to extending his contract with Valencia. The current one expires in the summer of 2023. 30-year-old Sergio Roberto can change Barcelona to Atletico next summer. Former Liverpool president Sir Martin Broughton and World Athletics CEO Sebastian Coe have a desire to buy Chelsea and send funds to the victims of the war in Ukraine. I still miss it. I'm still missing the intensity of it. I'm still vulnerable. I'm like a guy who's off drugs. Arsene Wenger responded to the question of coaching. FIFA helped Ukraine by allocating $1 million and medical kits to improve the humanitarian situation. Juventus CEO Maurizio Arrivabene explained that the club allocated a big sum of money to purchase Dusan Vlahovic in the winter because they risked not being able to compete for the footballer in the summer. Manuel Neuer got 311 Bundesliga victories, breaking the record of former Bayern goalkeeper Oliver Kahn. Juventus believe they can sign Man City forward Gabriel Jesus for around £65 million this summer. Robert Lewandowski scored 30-plus goals in the Bundesliga for the 5th time in his career. Before him, only Gerd Müller succeeded in the same thing. Monaco midfielder Aurélien Tchouameni is seriously considering the possibility of moving not to Real Madrid, as it was previously reported, but to PSG instead. It was never a mystery that Real Madrid is the club of his childhood dreams. I'm sure of one thing, he will make the right choice, said the former vice president and general manager of Monaco, Vadim Vassiliev. Juventus intend to agree on the transfer of Paul Pogba as a free agent before the end of April. The Frenchman is offered a 4-year contract. Here are the results of Saturday's fixtures. And now it's time for the main news of the day. In the match week 30 of the Premier League, Arsenal beat Aston Villa with a minimal score thanks to a goal from Bukayo Saka. Chelsea in turn knocked Middlesbrough out of the FA Cup. The Bundesliga pleased with a large number of goals once again, though Bayern confidently thrashed Union. Lewandowski and Neuer set the historic records we mentioned above. As for Spain, Atletico barely secured victory in their style, a 1-0 triumph with a send-off from Los Colchoneros' side. Just a typical day for Simeone's boys. In terms of intrigue, the Italian league did the best job among the top leagues. Of the 3 contenders for the gold, Napoli and Milan managed to defeat their rivals, while Inter shared points at home versus Fiorentina. Milan are now leading the table with 66 points. Napoli are placed 3 points behind Nerazzurri, and then there are Inter with another 3 points and a game in hand. Barcelona manager Xavi has given mixed hints about the possible return of 2 superstars at once, Messi and Neymar. He did not rule out the transfer of Leo. The doors are open to him if he wants to come any day. He's the best in history, and as a club, we owe him a great tribute. He deserves it. As for Neymar, this is what Xavi said about his move. He was my teammate. He would add a lot. It would be an extraordinary signing to become a difference maker. Looks like we might be witnessing something of a historic reunion this summer. According to the source, Leo Messi intends to achieve 4 more things in the years of his career he has left. The first is the World Cup victory. Most likely, the Argentine will have his last chance to win the tournament this year. Secondly, he would like to triumph in the Champions League. For now, the plan is to try and win it with PSG in the next season. The alternative is to return to Barça and try to do the same thing under Xavi. The third point dwells on succeeding on domestic competitions with PSG. In fact, the Liga 1 title is already in his pocket. Lastly, if Leo stays with the Red and Blues, then he takes on the burden of leadership in connection with the departure of Mbappe. Messi wishes to have a much more important role at the team. Turns out Barcelona have to face competition for Neymar from the ambitious Newcastle. Earlier on, there were rumors of PSG not going to keep the Brazilian, and in addition to the Catalans, the new owners of the Magpies are seriously considering his services. A player of such a caliber should be a signal from Newcastle that another top club is making its way to the top. Here's what the coaches of Real and Barcelona said in the pre-El Clásico press conference. It's a great honor for me to represent a club that I consider to be the best in the world at the Santiago Bernabéu. It's time to showcase our ideas, that we can compete with another big team, stated the head coach of Barcelona. Barcelona's identity hasn't changed with him. They are a team with a specific style that Xavi embodies perfectly. Barcelona has improved a lot. At the same time, I don't think that football involves only one style. I like it when my team is able to look different, Ancelotti noted. El Clásico kicks off on Sunday at 9 p.m. CET, the local time in Spain. Manchester City management believe they are ahead of Real Madrid in the fight for Erling Haaland. Firstly, they offer him a much higher wage. Secondly, they believe that the Norwegian won't want to join Los Blancos, given the imminent purchase of Mbappe and the presence of Benzema. The citizens can make Haaland the main star of the club and think of it as a key argument. However, it's still up to the player to decide. The supercomputer assessed the chances of the teams to win the Champions League this season and named the favorites. So, Manchester City are considered the main contender for victory in the tournament. Pep Guardiola's Let's have 28% to win. Liverpool is just 2% behind. Bayern closes the top 3 with 25%. Interestingly enough, in the battle between Real and Chelsea, the British are considered the favorites. Therefore, their chances of winning the Champions League are higher, 9% versus 7%. Do you agree with such a prediction? Share your opinion in the comments. Friends, check out our new football mode release featuring some of the most unusual and wild protests from fans on the football pitch. Paragliding, chickens, pigs, and much more. You'll be surprised. Thank you for your attention, and see you soon!